Resentment is a feeling that often hides quietly in our hearts. It may come after someone hurts us or when we feel life has been unfair. At first, it feels like a natural reaction. Someone has wronged us, so we carry that pain. But over time, this feeling grows. It changes the way we see the world, and it changes the way we treat others. Many people think that holding resentment gives them power. They feel that by remembering the wrong, they protect themselves. But actually, resentment is not a shield. It is a chain. It ties us to the pain of the past. It keeps us connected to moments that hurt us, again and again. And without noticing it, we begin to carry this pain into every part of our lives. Sometimes, resentment feels like a quiet voice inside us. It says, "They don't deserve forgiveness," or "I can't move on until they say sorry." But in truth, resentment doesn't punish the other person. It punishes us. It takes our energy. It takes our peace. And it takes away our freedom. We often believe that we need to win against the person who hurt us. But what is winning really? Is it proving something? Is it seeing them suffer? Even if that happens, we still feel empty. The pain is still inside us. True freedom comes not from victory, but from release. When we understand this, we take the first step away from resentment. To understand resentment is to notice how it works in our lives. Think about your own experience. When have you felt this emotion? What did it do to your body, your thoughts, your relationships? Did it help you, or did it make your heart feel heavy? We must see clearly what resentment really is. Only then can we begin to free ourselves from it. You are not weak for wanting peace. You are not foolish for wanting to live without anger. In fact, it takes great strength to look at our pain and decide not to carry it anymore. Resentment may feel like a strong wall, but it is made of things that can be taken down. The first step is understanding where the wall begins. When we carry resentment for a long time, we often stop noticing how heavy it is. We get used to it, like carrying a stone in our pocket every day. But just because we are used to it, does not mean it is not hurting us. Resentment changes the way we experience life. It colors our memories, our conversations, and even our hopes. We begin to expect disappointment. We stop trusting others. And slowly, we build a world around our pain, thinking it will keep us safe. But what we are really building is a prison for ourselves. Have you ever noticed how resentment shows up in your body? Maybe your shoulders feel tense. Maybe your sleep is not restful. Maybe you feel tired even when you haven't done much. Our bodies remember what we try to ignore. Holding on to pain affects not only our hearts, but also our health. And still, many people believe that letting go is too hard. But holding on is hard too. It takes effort to stay angry. It takes effort to keep old stories alive. Every time we think of the person who hurt us, or what they did, we give that moment more power. We feed it again and again. And in doing so, we hurt ourselves over and over. Sometimes people say, "I can't let it go because it's not fair." Yes, life is often not fair. People make mistakes. People do things that are truly wrong, but fairness is not something the world always gives us. Waiting for fairness before we release resentment is like waiting for the wind to blow in a straight line forever. There is a quiet cost to holding on. We miss moments of connection. We lose chances to feel joy. We become afraid of being hurt again, so we close our hearts. And when our hearts are closed, we are not truly alive. Letting go does not mean what happened was okay. It means we choose not to be controlled by it anymore. It means we value our peace more than our pain. And that is not weakness. That is wisdom. If we can begin to see what resentment is doing to us, we may find the courage to put it down, even if just for a little while. Even a small moment of peace can show us a different path. When we want to live without resentment, we often ask, how do I let go? But perhaps the better question is, what do I truly want in this life? Most people will say they want peace, happiness, and connection. Yet these things cannot live easily beside resentment. The space they need is taken up by old pain. Letting go begins not with a big action, but with a quiet understanding. We begin to see that the past is no longer here. The hurt may have been real, but it is not happening now. What remains is our memory of it, and the meaning we give it. If we continue to feed that meaning, we stay in the past. If we begin to loosen our grip, something changes inside us. We don't need to force ourselves to forget. We don't need to pretend everything is fine. But we can decide how much power the past will have over our present. That choice belongs to us. Clarity comes when we sit honestly with ourselves. We ask, what am I holding and why? Maybe we find fear, maybe sadness, maybe the feeling that no one understood our pain. These are not enemies. These are parts of us asking to be seen. When we look at them with honesty, not judgment, they begin to soften. Letting go is not one moment. It is many small moments. A deep breath when the memory comes back. A kind thought when anger rises. A simple wish to be free. These moments may seem small, but they are powerful. They are seeds, and in time, they grow into peace. We may also realize that the person who hurt us was also hurting. This doesn't excuse what they did, but it shows us that suffering is something all people carry. When we understand this, our hearts may open just a little, and in that opening, we find something unexpected. Not weakness, but strength. Living without resentment is not about being perfect. It is about being free. Free to feel joy again. Free to trust life. Free to move forward without chains around the heart. You don't need to wait for the world to change. You only need to take one step inside, toward your own truth. That is where freedom begins, and it is always waiting for you. Resentment may have lived with us for many years. It may feel like part of who we are, but it is not our true self. Beneath the layers of pain, there is still a quiet and steady part of us, one that wants to be free, one that wants to live without the heavy weight of the past. Letting go is not forgetting. It is not saying that what happened was okay. It is saying that we wish to live fully now, not yesterday. We choose peace, not because it is easy, but because it is right for our heart. This path is not always smooth. There may be days when the pain feels strong again. But even on those days, we can meet ourselves gently, without blame. You are not alone on this journey. Many people carry silent burdens. Many wish to let them go but don't know how. By simply listening, reflecting, and opening your heart a little, you are already walking a different path, one that leads toward lightness and clarity and healing. There is great strength in softness, and there is great courage in choosing peace. If today's reflection spoke to you in any way, I'm truly grateful that we could share this moment together. Your time is precious, and I honor the care you are giving to your own heart. To those who have liked this video, subscribed to this channel, left kind comments, or supported it through super thanks, I offer you my deepest gratitude. Your presence and encouragement mean more than words can express. It helps this small voice reach those who may need it most. If you feel that someone in your life might find peace in this message, please feel welcome to share it with them. Sometimes, even a gentle word can be a light in someone's darkness. And if you choose to return here again in the future, know that this space will always remain quiet, calm, and open for you, just as you are. Until then, may your days be steady and your heart be light.